Friday, everyone. I'm Ann Birchard. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today it's a 2-for-1 deal. And I want to thank Christina Werner for this inspiration. She's a wonderful artist. Go out, check out her YouTube channel. But what she's done is just taken some designer series paper, cut it out, and you've got 2 cards. So let's make a card or 2. I'm going to be using the Garden Wishes bundle. Comes with the Dandy Wishes dies that coordinate with the stamps. And also the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper. Yes, it's seen a lot of love because this is beautiful, beautiful paper. Now when you start trimming your cardstock, pick one that is going to be the main focus, your focal point, and then add some coordinating colors with it. I'm going to be using the full sheet of sticky, and I will post down below what the real name is, if I can get the edge open. So this adhesive is sticky on both sides. It comes in a sheet, and it's perfect for this technique so none of the edges will come up when the recipient receives it. You could glue it, but this is a lot faster if you could get the release paper off quicker. And I'm not going to pull it all off. I'm just going to pull back a little bit. I'm using very vanilla cardstock as my base, and I cut it to 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to line up the top. You're going to see my head in the way here. Line up the top, and I cut this a little bit bigger. Nope, that's not going to work. It's all right. We'll go with it, and then just smooth it down. There we go. Give it a good rub. Let me bring my bone folder. Make it stick. Okay, now we're going to start adding the different layers of cardstock. So let me get my take pick tool. I'm going to use the stylus end and peel back the top release. Oh, it is sticky. And I'm going to start with the centerpiece. Wow, that really is sticky. Get off in the center, and I'm going to line up the edge so it's nice and square. And there we go, all the way down. Give it a good smooth. Now this designer series paper is 6 by 6, so it's going to hang off the edge, but that's fine. We're going to come in and trim it. Then I'm going to butt up the next color. And this is Calypso Coral. It's so pretty. And another piece. And I just did random sizing. I think there was 1/4 inch and 3/4 inch. Come on. It is sticky. And one more. There we go. And I think I need one more of this. Now, if you have directional paper, like these are flowers, and I see the dragonflies and the dandelions, make sure that they're all going in the correct direction. Just put that on. I'm going to flip it over and use my scissors to trim this. Because there's adhesive sticking out, I don't want it to get on my paper trimmer. These scissors, I don't mind. Sticky. almost done. One more side to go. If you don't have any designer series paper, well, I can help you with that, but you can create your own. Just stamp all over the place on a sheet of cardstock, color it in, and then chop it up like this. All right, there's our background. Now let's do the cutout. And bring in my Cut Emboss. I'm going to bring in the dandelion, and I'm going to have it over here to the side. Now make sure if you're using washi tape or regular tape that you put it on your closed pickup lint. Take off some of the tackiness so it doesn't ruin your project. Okay. With the emboss and cut and emboss, I'll get it. Very simple. It tells you how to put together your sandwich. So in this case, we have platform number 1, number 2, a number 3 cutting plate, the project with the die, and another number 3 cutting plate. And since I'm going through 2 layers, I'm going to go forward and back just to make sure it gets through. How about one more time? Just for good measure. There we go. Set this aside. And let's take this apart. Now be gentle. There we go. Nice and gentle. You could also use coordinating punches. That would work out as well and be really cute. Okay, slowly, gently, there we go. All right, let's start with Berry Vanilla. Actually, this is 1 full sheet, cut in half at 5 1/2. Fold it in half to 4 1/4. Get your bone folder in for a nice crease. Let's crease this one. And on the back of this, I'm going to put copious amounts of dimensionals. Because when it goes through the mail, you don't want it to get crushed. So this will make sure that it doesn't. And especially around the image, that's where you want to concentrate your dimensionals. Let's grab one there. Okay, come in with your, take your pick and pick the backing off the release paper. Makes it nice and quick. I think I got them all. Yep. And then we're going to line it up. If I have the top and the sides borders even, I know the bottom will be just fine. Give it a good press. Now, I use the many messages, and I'll link a post up here in the right-hand corner of how I made these, but it's a 1 stamp, 1 die, and you get multiple images or multiple messages, and I just store them in individual bags such as this to keep them all in, and when I need a sentiment, I grab it and go. So I have black on white, I have white on black, and I have black on the Berry Vanilla. and that's what we're going to be using. So I brought in my silicone mat so I can put Stampin' Seal on the back of this, and if there's any leftover, it's not going to get on my workstation. Set that aside, and I'm going to put this right down here. Ta-da! First one done. Did you time me? Didn't take long at all. Let's bring in the second one. Now, my prototype, not bad, but I think I'm going to step it up on this one. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the dandelion stamp and Versamark. And I'm going to go crazy. Like I mentioned before about creating your own designer series paper, well, that's what we're going to be doing. And rotate. Just random all over. Now you may have a hard time seeing this, but the recipient will be able to see it. Let's go this way. And I think one more. There we go. Cover this up. And the Versamark just creates a real pretty watermark, tone on tone, just to give it a little bit more interest. I'll wipe this off. And now I'm going to adhere this to the other Whisper White, again cut at 5.5, folded in half at 4 1/4. Center this in the middle, and then with the cutout, the dandelion cutout, we're going to add some dimensionals so it pops up. I think this guy will fit. No, not so much. So let's cut it in half. That just jumped all over. It always cracks me up. I go out of the house and I look down, it's either a dimensional or a rhinestone that is on my clothes or fingers, and I've been walking around with it for who knows how long. Good times. Let's cut this guy in half. And I can place this on the stem so it doesn't get crushed in the mail. The other half. Finger's stuck already. There we go. I think I'm going to add a little guy right there. Okay, take this off. Last piece. If you haven't already done so, text ANNBIRCHARD, all caps, one word, to the number 22828 to get on my mailing list. I send out monthly newsletters with tips, tricks, and techniques, and any sales that Stampin' Up! May be having. You will be one of the first to know about it. I just added a couple more because it seemed like I didn't have enough. There we go. All right, and I'm going to put this one down on the bottom. Okay, guess I'm going to be mailed with this card down here. I went with the bigger sentiment for the second card just to fill up more space. And I see this sitting on my desk, and you know what? We're gonna add it. Because why not? all about the embellishments. Okay, so on the back side, again, bring in my craft sheet. On the back side, I will load this up. Then I will make a loop. Make sure there's the top. And purposely put it crooked. And then tuck it in. That doesn't look straight. There we go. Now why did I purposely make it crooked? So I don't have to worry about it not being straight. Trim this down. And this guy. Well, there you go. 2 cards, 1 die, and it didn't take long at all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this crafting experience with a civil engineer. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share. And down below in the description will be a list of all the supplies that I used. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Bye.